What is up, funky fresh kids over there? How you doing? Cool cats? I don't know, I'm trying to do like a Carol Baskin thing. Anyways, what is up, people? How you guys doing? Double Toast Pre-Show here. I am talking very, very fast, but I'm gonna drink some water, but hold on. Now that is some good hydration. Isn't that right, Jet?
I mean, Hershey's Kisses.
Hershey's Kisses are delicious. By the way, we didn't get to finish this yesterday because we were being like interrupted and shit. And we're all like arguing and everything. But like, I gotta bring this up big time. You were bringing up how like, oh, I'm having red Hershey Kisses, blah blah blah, whatever the fuck the case may be. But the thing is though, is like, it doesn't, like, the wrapping doesn't change the flavor of whatever the fuck it is that you're like eating. Like the Hershey's, they're all the same. It's just different wrapping. They're just cosmetic.
Do you say that about M&Ms?
Yeah, actually I do. I say the same thing about M&Ms. Now Skittles, completely different situation there, but you know what I mean?
I don't know. The paper on the Hershey's Kiss makes it taste better.
You're not supposed to eat the fucking paper. God damn, why do you do this to me? Why do you do this? Why?
Well, a lot of people don't eat the skin on kiwis, but I do.
Well, you're a weird
Eat that shit like an apple.
Ryan said M&Ms are fine candies. The M&M characters are great. Dude, do you ever get sick and tired of that one commercial when like the M&Ms go to Santa Claus? You're like, he does exist. It's like, yeah.
I do exist.
Oh fuck. You know.
Santa?
Santa? Oh my god, he's fucking dead. What do we do, bro? Like, I want to have like a continuation of that story. They just kind of like hover around the body.
I'd rather see that commercial than that fucking coffee commercial that comes on every year.
Which one? I'm so curious what this one was.
The incest one.
There's an incest one? What?
Well, like, of course, like, it's not supposed to be like incest. It's supposed to be like, oh, brother, you're home for the holidays. Yeah, you're my gift this year. Like,
that's heartwarming as fuck. I don't know what the hell your goddamn problem is. What is wrong with you?
Like, of course, the commercial wasn't actually supposed to be incesty, but it's just like, the commercial was kind of weird.
No, you know what though? I remember seeing like a wannabe one, like a Folgers one, and believe it or not, I actually believed that the fucking commercial was real. Where it's like all this horrible shit, it's like a big drama thing, and like, you know, someone's cheating on somebody else.
I think the incest one was Folgers.
Yeah, that's what I like. You know, the best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. But like, there was like, you know, incest in your cup. It was fucking ridiculous. Edward's cool. What's up? Hello. How you doing, sir? Hopefully you're having a good you know, end of your week and everything. I know that like you know, everyone's weeks nowadays, especially this particular fucking week, has been kind of crazy. All the bad news going out there and whatnot too. But hopefully you're over here to join us and have some fun. We're gonna have a kind of a long show today. Ganja and Alan are gonna come in here. We're probably gonna play Warzone on the show because that's what they're doing right now. That's why they're not in here. But I might.
Are you sure Ganja's gonna be on today? Because today is his birthday.
His birthday. And by the way, too, I don't know if he's watching. He's probably watching Julian right now. But there's another guy whose birthday is today. I forgot his name, his actual name, but it's fucking Harry Ballsack, the guy who did a theme song of the chat that we're gonna be doing in the future. We haven't done it yet, but yeah, dude, it's his birthday, so it's kind of strange. We got two people in the community that have the same. Yeah, Hanan Bismuth. I don't know what the fuck his name is. I can't say it right. But the thing is, though, thank you, Ryan, for correcting me there. It's Harry Ballsack. He does a Hype Train song for Double Toast and everything. So if you guys are, you know, familiar with that, you know, that's your boy. So, yeah, happy birthday to you, Hanan. And also, happy birthday to our boy Ganja Guru when he comes in here. And that too. Clifford the Colored Milkman. What's up, man? How you doing? Saying chat attack is my favorite attack. Damn straight. You know, over here attacking you in the face. But, you know, with the most, you know, niceness way that we possibly can. Speaking of niceness, Alan, how you doing, sir? Alan, how you doing?
Okay, sorry.
What the fuck was that?
It kind of dropped for a second, so my bad.
Oh,
how are y'all doing?
Did you do good in Warzone? I saw people that you're playing that.
Second place.
Oh, dude, that counts as a win.
Won.
That counts as a win, dude. That's fucking awesome.
It doesn't count as a win for me unless it says I won.
Are you down to play on the show later on today or no?
Yeah, but Ganja's probably gonna be here in a second, so we're just like, shit, we lost here. Okay, fine, let's get Nick and let's fucking play again.
Yeah, no, it's all good. Ryan said, damn you, Kudu ad. What's up?
Alan, I have a question for you.
What's up?
So, I was basically talking to Diaz earlier. And then every time he compliments me, he usually says like, oh, well, you're beautiful. And I'm just like, is that the only fucking trait that I have that's positive? Alan, do you know any other positive traits?
Well, that's creepy.
No. I'm kidding.
That was your
Do you want me to
anyway.
answer?
No, I don't want you to answer no more.
Man,
Okay,
that's
good.
fucked up.
You're incredibly attentive, and you listen to an extent that not many people in my life ever have.
Yeah, and I will fix what I said. I won't say beautiful or anything, but you're sexy. You got an ass that don't quit. You know what I'm saying, dog? So there you go, Jet. I hope it makes you feel
I
better.
gave you a real
First of all,
compliment.
I didn't ask you.
Well, I just wanted to fix what I was saying earlier. You know what I mean? Like over here.
No,
like,
you're not allowed to fix shit. You lost.
okay, I'm
Today,
so
sir.
sick of your
Yeah.
shit. You know what I'm gonna say? Fuck that. Happy birthday, Ganja.
Thank you.
I just want to act like I was gonna yell at Jet. No, by the
I
way, guys,
appreciate the thank you, even though it was a transition from you getting your ass beat.
I was just trying to run away because Jet beat my ass. By the way, guys, you'll never hear me raise my voice like that again with Jet. I'm scared of her. She's threatening. She really is. I'm sorry, Jet. I had to tell him the truth.
I'm not even a threatening person. I'm actually very nice.
Thank you, Mauricio.
Yeah, but no, man, you only share a birthday with Harry Ballsack, the guy who is gonna. Well, he already did our future chat type thing, but wait, I don't think you know him. Never mind. Fuck the whole.
No, I don't
thing.
know who the fuck you're talking about. Who has my birthday?
Yeah, so there's this guy in the chat, and he does some music for Double Toasted, and he did our chat type theme from later on. We're gonna be using it when we change our whole setup. But yeah, you had the same birthday as him. But the thing is, I forget you don't watch Double Toasted anymore, so it's fucking like, yeah, why the fuck would you know?
Why are you bringing up shit I don't know then?
I know, I'm
Was that the
stupid.
birthday gift you bring to me?
That was actually pretty funny because the way you said that, you were just like, yeah, you share a birthday with Harry Ballsack, and I'm pretty sure Gandhi was like, who's Ballsack?
Yeah. I know, and by the way, I keep saying sack, like ball sack. It's sec, it's ball sec. Which, I mean, I don't think it makes it.
That'll
It doesn't
help.
really help or
No,
change
not
anything.
slightest.
Yeah. I say it too fast. If I would have said it right, you guys would have been like, "Oh, that guy." But
I mean,
I,
if you have
No,
a fast
actually,
fact,
no.
that's cool for him, but like that doesn't do anything for me here, Diaz.
well, you know what though? Happy birthday! Hopefully, somewhere he's eating cake while you're eating ass or whatever the fuck y'all do. Brightburn saying,
That's
chat
later.
I
He
had
had a
special.
fucking.
Oh, go ahead. What were you saying? I'm sorry.
He had a pizza. He's basically trying to say.
Yeah, but specialty pizza tonight. Extra large, extra cheese, extra sauce, pepperoni, sausage, and salami. All those are bad, dude. Why the fuck would you get extra cheese and extra sauce? Like,
Because people like that stuff on their pizzas.
okay, by the way, dude, for one, you talking shit with that stupid grin on your face.
I
and then-
literally said people, so I want to say, oh, Nicholas likes like people like that. I like that.
but
shit.
the thing is,
I would
the
order,
transparency
like,
on your
10%.
background makes you look like angelic. Like, I want to yell at you, but I can't because it sounds like you're coming from heaven or something. Like that stupid
I
fucking
am.
glow behind you.
Yes, God came down and said, "Dude, you gotta put some more cheese on your fucking pizza, dude." That's literally the only reason you're not going to heaven.
See, and that's the reason why I'm not going to go there. If you guys have a bunch of fucking ridiculous amounts of cheese, just wasting ingredients all the fucking time, making people fat so they can't even fucking be picked up by their
You don't
wings.
want to wait. This is a metaphysical manifestation of the purity of life, and you're complaining that there's too much cheese.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but like...
Yeah,
no,
go to hell. Literally, go to hell.
Damn, yeah, and they'll probably have the most freshest pizza. That's another thing, too, by the way. When they put all
they
that
will.
fucking cheese, I don't know what the fuck they do here. But it's always like, the pizza, when it has a lot of cheese, is always not hot. And, like, you bite into it, and it just tastes every bit of fucking rubbery, like, oh my god, this shit's old. Like, why the fuck do y'all do that? Like, make this shit hot. And cut it right. I'm so sick of having to cut my own fucking pizza. Every time I grab that shit, I gotta get my fucking knife, or one of those rolly knife cut your fucking things. Like, that's not my job. I paid you 100% the price. You make me 100% the fucking pizza. God fucking damn it.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Why do you like
Sure.
this hatred of pizza you have is ridiculous?
It's just, dude, like, it's so delicious, and it could be so good. It's like when I get mad at Ark, and it's like, I'm so mad because I see potential. You are everything great. You're everything I wanted in a video game, and then you just fucking suck. You just drop the ball right where it matters. It's like, why? Pizza, like... I'm sure all the ingredients probably taste delicious by themselves, but like you put it all together and it's like, oh man, it's perfect combination of all this.
Drinking tomato sauce is gross.
Oh, you done it? I never done it, but
No,
Never-
I'm just assuming.
You never had a V8?
yeah, I never had V8.
That's a little different though. That's not actual tomato sauce.
No, because I'm trying to think like when I make like tomato soup or something, and I put the sauce in, I put water in, and then I taste it, and it tastes pretty good, like without salting it or anything. Like it's actually pretty delicious. But like, I don't know. I might try that out. I might actually drink sauce and see what happens.
Oh shit, sauce it up, Diaz.
Saucy up in this motherfucker.
Now, why don't you just grab some ketchup and basically just put that in a fucking cup and add some water and drink that?
I mean, yeah.
What, are you making a ketchup shot? What the fuck is this conversation?
I would not mind that. It'd be a thing. It's all good. Here's the thing, guys. before Corey gets started, because usually we get interrupted, and the reason why I started the show a little bit earlier today is that we can actually, move on and have a full conversation without any interruptions. And usually we shoot the shit for a bit, but we're not going to be doing that today. Maybe later on we will. I don't know. But the big topic that someone actually asked us in the chat about yesterday was this whole stock fucking situation with Robinhood and AMC and GameStop especially. And the thing is like, yesterday I want to talk about it because the situation was like ongoing. Like every hour, the story would
still
change.
ongoing.
But with GameStop, it's not though. GameStop and AMC specifically, not Pacifically. I'm talking about like the fucking ocean or something. But like, these particulars are definitely done. Robinhood actually went in and said, "Hey, like we're pausing this. You cannot purchase any more stocks. It's all about to trickle down and stop with the fucking craziness."
Nah, fuck that. We're going to the moon. Elon Musk already promised me a ticket to Mars. The stonks are good. I like my stonks. Let's keep it rolling. Look, man, I've been deep into fucking Twitter, and they have their own like lingo going, so I'm learning all this shit. But legit, we're going to the moon, bro. Keep your stocks.
I guess.
If you can buy stocks, you buy them now. I'm an idiot, so don't take me as actual advice, though.
Yeah, because for those of you that are wondering, like, what the fuck is going on with the GameStop AMC stock situation, I will explain.
I'm mostly quoting memes, to be honest with you.
Yeah, well, that's never great. What's funny too is like Alan yesterday was like, "Well, man, we gotta wait till Ganjo's here so we can talk about it." He's like, "Stonks, I'm learning about it. Twitter, Facebook, shit, bro."
You should see how fucking Reddit, Wall Street Bets talk. They all call themselves like either like mental handicap slurs, or they're just straight out like being like bigoted. But they know what they're doing because these guys are like posting screenshots of like different types of like bets and stuff they made, and they're making a killing right now. And honestly, it's amazing what's going on because me and Alan were talking about this earlier. So this is basically like what happens when the internet catches a company lying and takes advantage of their asses.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened was essentially like there was a huge hedge fund, and I probably see it mentioned. I think it's Marvin something. Or Maven or whatever.
Melvin Capital, essentially.
Melvin Capital. Thank you so much. But essentially, what happened was they were betting against, what we all assumed that GameStop was eventually going to crash and burn. The problem is what they did was, some people say it's borderline legal. Some people say it's just greedy as fucking immoral. But they basically super betted against GameStop, as well as a couple other corporations and some other ones that actually have like other problems going on with themselves right now as well that they identified. Yeah, but essentially, what they did is they bought the stocks when they were really low because apparently tomorrow there's going to be a purchase of major stocks that these guys are going to have cover because they had betted against these stocks. And now because they people have read it, as well as anyone who has jumped on this train, has made these stocks basically jump up over the time frame that they're supposed to cash out. And if the stocks are good when they're supposed to be betting is bad, that means they got to pay all the investors.
Yeah, to better explain it too, because it really wasn't just them going in there and buying these stocks. What they were doing is they wrote an article, and CNN and CNBC and some other people, put it out there on Front Street, especially on TV and everything too, televised this fucking thing, talking about how it's recommended to short sell or what's the fucking word?
I think you got it.
Yeah, there's some fucking word about it, but basically.
They said it right.
Okay, yeah, but they're short selling, and basically what short selling is, people, is literally what Ganja just said, as far as like, you buy so much into something when it goes down, when it's on the decline, and then as soon as it's up, because the trajectory is everybody else is saying, hey, put a bunch of money into it, you take your money out, and then you get paid first, while everybody else has to pay for their lack of timing, and then essentially you just profit off everybody else trying to follow you, and then the company is reduced to insolvency. That's usually what happens. This happened to Hertz about 4 months ago or 5 months ago. But yeah, it's a pretty fucked up situation. But at the same time,
if it sounds like a pyramid scheme, it's because it's a pyramid scheme.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I will say, because like the biggest thing, and actually, I'm gonna get your opinion on this too. Like, what are you feeling about this before you continue on? Because I'm gonna go into a whole bunch of explanatory shit here. I mean, I even wrote bullet point stuff just so I don't like confuse everybody, because this is a big loaded fucking discussion.
Yeah.
But I'm going to let you go ahead and say your piece, because I feel like once you say your piece, I'm going to want to argue it. So I'd rather just you say it now, and then we can kind of, go backwards later on.
Or you guys hold hands, one or the other.
Yeah, probably. Honestly, I really don't actually understand what's going on. The idea that a company dying lets you gain money blows my mind. Like, I don't understand how a company losing stock equals money to some people. That I still really don't quite understand. But what's basically happening right now, the grand scheme of things, is people are actually understanding that the stock market is essentially built on faith. There's no reason why Disney is $200. Only because people feel that a part of that is worth $200. So they're like, you know what, that sounds about right. But that's only because we just made up that number because, like, well, how much do you like this company? That's why Apple's a $1 trillion company. Because people are so confident that Apple will keep making money, they're going to keep buying into it, raising their overall company's worth. The thing is there's literally nothing stopping people from just putting millions into a random fucking company. It just happened to be GameStop.
Yeah.
And this whole thing is essentially kind of showcasing how this is just a house of cards. The moment people just fuck with this thing can all fall apart.
Yeah, and I feel like that's the case with a lot of things. I mean, we're going to talk about a lot about video games today, too. And then, like, that's, I mean, lots of those things are bought on faith, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. And, you know, just to reiterate a couple of things, like, for what they said, too. Melvin Capital is actually a, hold on, someone's about to join. Let me go ahead and come on here. I thought I wasn't going to get interrupted. God damn it.
Girl,
No, really quick,
for
Roxy,
my
how you
birthday,
doing?
all I want is you, Roxy.
How you doing, Roxy?
What?
Oh.
All right, so award-winning podcast.
Okay, look. I haven't slept all fucking night. And then him and Alan start playing Warzone. I can kind of sleep through that. But then all of a sudden, this fucker wakes me up talking about stonks and shit. And then I had to piss. And now I just got back from taking a piss.
Well, just so you know, too, Mauricio wanted to say bless you because he heard you sneeze earlier. So, you know, do with that what
Well,
you
thank you, Mauricio. Thank you for not screaming about stonks. Fucking wake me up.
But moving on, y'all. The thing is, though, is like for those of you who don't know what a hedge fund is, that's what Melvin Capital is. And a hedge fund essentially is an alternative investment that is made up of pooled funds that are managed by numerous accounts in combination with each other. So it's basically it invests as a company while not having to deal with a bunch of corporate SEC regulations and other funds. Is essentially trying to act like it's a human being with a huge fucking wallet. But it's really a combination of many people putting their money in one fucking pot. That's why they have an advantage. Because everyone's always saying, like, oh, the rich guy is blah, blah, blah. No, it's not a rich guy. It's a corporation. And they're getting away with doing this shit, these hedge funds, because if a company invests in somebody, they gotta pay, you know, regulation fees. They gotta do all this shit because you can't just come in there and take over somebody else. But these motherfuckers are allowed to do it. So they're kind of bad guys here. And for them to write that article and then even put money into GameStop the way they did, a bunch of people, the Wall Street, as you guys brought them up, the Wall Street Bets, which is on Reddit, some fucking subreddit. I don't know anything about these guys. But, you know, Melvin Capital did not, you know, count on these dudes just being so fucking pissed off. But because they had this weird fascination about, like, AMC. And by the way, too, I didn't even know AMD was such a huge fucking, like, stock trading thing. I've always talked about this with, like, our old co-host 90s, with Alan. And I'm like, dude, like, is there any tech things that we can, like, put our money into? And, like, yeah, AMD is, like, never really mentioned. But apparently, like, they're called a meme stock. Like, there's, like, meme stocks that the Reddit users from Wall Street Bets, they do shit just because it's a joke. Like, I mean, this is fucking insane to me, you know? But, yeah, dude,
It's
GameStop,
hilarious.
I mean, I'm not thinking it's hilarious, but it's just insane this happens. Because, like, I thought, like, memes stop at the social media shit, but once again, people are so fucking crazy. I mean, there's an inauguration just happened with Joe Biden, and yet the big takeaway from that is not what he's doing with the money, what he's going to do with this, all the bad things he's doing, too, by the way. No, it's not talking about that. It's Bernie Sanders was sitting there in the chair. Ha, fucking ha. Like, come on, guys. Do you give a fuck about this country or
everyone's
not?
angry.
No, it's just fucking annoying. But when Melvin Capital, the hedge fund I'm talking about, when they put a bunch of money into GameStop, these dudes from Wall Street Bets came in and short-stocked as well. And while they brought up the stock that Melvin didn't think they were going to be able to afford to do, they had to basically up their money as well as the Wall Street Bets guys. And these are all individual people, by the way. So it got so fucking insane that price per share with GameStop, which it used to be like $20 or something, or even less than, it became $175 per share. Like, within one fucking day. To the point, though, is that you guys gotta keep in mind, that's per share. So you have millions of people, or not millions, maybe like hundreds of thousands, putting money into this, to that point, to that amount of share. There was billions of dollars, like, within this whole situation, just within a day. Like, it's fucking crazy. But they got other hedge funds. Melvin Capital literally had to put so much money into this that they were like, shit, we're going to lose all of our money, and we're not going to be a valuable or viable fucking hedge fund. So they had to get other hedge funds to actually come in with them. And then you would think, okay, well, now they're going to, like, you know, price those motherfuckers out, and the Wall Street Bets are just some idiots that, you know, were jumping on a joke, and then they're going to be like, you know, like, okay, let's take our money out and leave. No, they fucking met their bet, bro, and they put even more money in to the point where even numerous hedge funds were like, "Fuck, what do we do?"
This is literally like that fucking Godzilla, like, let them fight.
Yeah.
Type shit.
Yeah, it was fucking crazy, and it's like, dude, what the fuck were you guys doing? Because whenever another old co-host of ours, we lose a lot of people on this show.
They're
They
more
don't leave
old
out once. It
co-hosts
wasn't
than
a mass
current.
exodus though, like some shows.
More old co-hosts than current co-hosts.
We got more ex co-hosts than we have current hosts. That's fucked up. I'm terrible. Anyways, no, the thing is, this shit got so bad that it literally priced out regular people trying to buy into this, and it became like some kind of declaration of war between the hedge funds, Reddit, and then even Robinhood. So Robinhood had to come in and shut the shit down. They had to be, dude, they had to be the parent in the room to come in and be like, hey, stop making all that goddamn fucking noise. They had to come in and stop everybody.
Stop making all that goddamn fucking money.
Yeah. But by this point, and this happened to other companies as well, even started affecting AMC. And now AMC too, by the way. We'll get into most of this later on.
I actually know the handful of companies affected. I've been keeping track with it. It's SNL, it's a Wheat Company, American Airlines, AMC. Everyone knows that, of course. Everyone knows GameStop. They're talking about now going after some cryptocurrencies, so be keeping up with that. There is actually a large number of stuff they're going after, because one of the things that's about this, as much as it's a joke and stuff about stocks and shit, what they're really doing is they're trying to find like a lot of these hedge funds and stuff that have been like extremely like vulturistic and very like parasitic in terms of making their money off of companies defaulted, whether due to their own or just a constant betting against them. Mm-hmm. And they're finding out where these guys are extremely betted for somewhere to fail, and now they're just pumping up the stocks of those companies to try to meet those deadlines where they have to pay. So essentially what you're seeing is individual investors or a collective individual investors pretty much going at stock market at their own game, because a lot of times what will happen, this happened specifically with the 2008 crisis, where the stocks, like the stock marketers knew what was going on, and they kept selling their stuff without anyone else noticing. And they basically essentially were trying to pull this off on a smaller scale for this one individual company who had stocks of different other companies. And they just happened to catch their asses on the thing. And they spread their information wide enough that regular people were able to take advantage of them, trying to take advantage of regular people that were losing their jobs at GameStop.
Yeah. No, it's fucking crazy, dude. Like over here with this whole AMC situation. And thank you for them bits. I'll read whatever you said.
It's really people trying to fuck people that are trying to fuck people.
Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah.
By the way, before we continue, I just want to say one thing real quick with the audience. Nick, I'm extremely impressed with the amount of research you put into this. Like, this is an impressive amount you went to detail to give like the right information. So, like, I want to also give you a round of applause for this.
No, yeah,
you don't mean that condescending, right?
Well, no. I mean that like totally the most respectful way possible, because like you're dropping all the information where it's like I didn't even know half this shit.
Yeah, well, the biggest thing, like, I knew most of this, but at the same time, it's like, I didn't even know what a hedge fund was. Like, I had no fucking idea. So it was kind of crazy to think that, like, all this shit's going on, and now everybody's learning, by the way. Like, people that are younger than me, that are probably, like, fresh out of college or whatever, they get to learn all this shit. But it's almost like one of those things, and I saw your post earlier, Alan. I'm going to be honest, I was triggered, but I didn't respond to you. But once again, I hate to say this on the show. Me now I'm going to be nice because it's weird. But it's like, you're kind of right with this capitalistic shit. It's like, for me being a capitalist, and I love my life, and I do good because of the capitalist way we fucking live by things. But like, this happened, and all the bad shit that can happen from this is because capitalism exists. People are going to lose their fucking jobs, and like you said yesterday, dude, we might go into a recession because of this capitalistic nature, and people just found a way to capitalize on capitalism. It's fucking crazy.
And what are they doing? They're shutting down. For people that don't know what I post is, I'm not afraid to say it right now. Capitalism is your friend. It doesn't want your best interest at heart. It actively wants to crush you and fuck you over and put you into debt so that you can keep paying to a system that designs your own oppression. That is what capitalism does.
Lathe, what up? How you doing, Lathe? I don't know if you're from YouTube or anything. Usually we don't get like a one-word name over here on Twitch. But if you're on YouTube, thank you very much for hanging out over there. And just, if we don't type in there, we're going to be reading your comments on screen and responding to them. So thank you for being here, and hopefully we don't deter you with all the fucking business talk, because we never do that shit around here.
This is the new show Nick's doing, Business Insider Plus.
I fucking wish. Oh, don't you make fun of my names, bitch.
Watch me! Fucking watch me!
Fucking
It'll have 2 episodes and it'll fucking cancel it.
Fuck you, man. You son of a bitch. Anyways, man. But yeah, so here's the thing about AMC. Their stock has been going up and down like crazy all this past year because of the lack of people knowing if the year's movie going was going to be a thing that was going to come back. So they definitely needed this money. But the problem is, if this whole thing would have went on as insanely as GameStop, the whole GameStop thing did, these hedge funds would have put so much money into AMC that it would have priced out smaller investments. And as soon as Melvin or any other hedge fund, opted out, AMC would have literally had nothing left and would have had to be. They would have been killed. They would have been reduced to insolvency, which means like they would have had to pay off all their vendors, all their fucking people that pay to have their theaters built out and shit, and they would have had to pay the people who lost money investing after this whole crisis happened, because it's technically a crisis. So, with that being said, Robinhood actually went in, and other stock market apps went in, and people were talking shit about them, saying like, "Oh man, it's fucked up that they went in and stopped the purchasing of stocks." They're trying to actually help you out and help out the companies, because they saved the day by putting a stop to the stupid war. They actually put in, I think I mentioned this earlier, but they put a pause on the purchasing. So like right now, you literally cannot buy or do any kind of trade purchasing with AMC or GameStop. Like if you go on there, I think AMC Networks you probably can, but not AMC Entertainment. That's two different things.
Entertainment. There's two different separate things.
Yeah, and by the way, I wish I'd known that before because I fucked up. I was like, "Oh, Walking Dead's coming back," and I put money in AMC Entertainment. It's like, oh, yikes! Stupid ass Diaz at it again.
Hey! Before what you told me earlier, you still did a good job.
Yeah, I made money last night, so I guess I lucked out. Huh? But all that money, if that money was able to be distributed correctly, AMC, well, it actually was for AMC Networks, not networks. I keep getting mixed up. Entertainment. It was distributed correctly when Robinhood stopped everything, because that money not only went back to the people that the smaller investments that put money into it, but also too, they were able to raise $917 million. So now people, because of the situation, crazily enough, theaters are back. Like, they're not going to die. There was a big thing. They're going to file like a chapter something for bankruptcy, and fucking like it's not going to happen. So for those of you that give a fuck about the theater experience and Christopher Nolan's fucking little Tenet movie and shit, don't worry, it's fucking not going anywhere. And it's kind of thanks to this. I mean, they were raising money back in December, but it wasn't to $917 million. Probably like a quarter of that. So yeah, I mean, it helped them out. But GameStop already went down 40%. I looked at my phone earlier today, and I think I saw a story about an article. But 40% already went down. So for those of you in the chat that's like, "Hey man, I want to put more money into it, I want to do this," dude, be happy that Robinhood's looking out for you and literally stop that shit, because you would have put your money in. The rich fucking hedge funds like Melvin Capital would have made a ton of money off your fucking dollar, and then at the end of the day you'd be like, "Man, I shouldn't have done it." And there's a whole processing fee when you put money into Robinhood and you want to withdraw it back into your account. It would take 3 to 5 days, which means that within the 3 to 5 days where all this money's being sucked out by the hedge fund, you would be left owing them fucking money just because you're trying to withdraw. So once again, guys, like, trends, you gotta keep in mind with trends. If you know that there's a trend going on, everybody else knows too. You're not the fucking smartest one in the room, and everyone's gonna be thinking the same thing. It's like when people with Walmart are like, "Hey, I got a secret for you guys. If you don't like lines, go at fucking 4:00 in the morning." Everyone knew that, and now like that's the busiest time of the fucking day at Walmart. When word spreads, it's not good. That's why they don't like tell people sites like F Movies or whatever. They don't like release that information anymore, because once everybody knows, the companies know, and guess who gets shut down? It's like Pirate Bay all over again. But anyways,
honestly, I have a different opinion than you when it comes to this. I've been following this deeply, and I do come from a different side. I do want to touch on one thing that Platinum Wave said. It started out as the little guy going against the billionaires, but to be honest with you, in order to invest at this point, especially within GameStop and as well as the other stocks, you have to have a pretty decent sized bank account, especially to pull off what some of the guys on Reddit is doing. So these guys are no longer like small class people. They're probably like upper middle class as most. They probably got like $10,000 in a savings account or some shit, so they can risk like putting $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 on for this type of stuff. But when it really comes down to it, these guys really got caught with their pants down, and I don't think Robinhood itself was protecting the investors at all. I think what they were doing was protecting their own asses, because what would happen was if actually sold the shares at the prices that they were going to, and a lot of people did a mass sell off, what would happen is if the hedge fund wasn't going to be able to cover the actual stocks being sold before they declare bankruptcy, and at that point the federal government actually covers that and pays that off, what would happen is it would have been Robinhood that would have been on the hook for that.
Yep.
So you would actually see Robinhood making mass payments. So that's another reason they made a shut off to this. The problem with this is technically not okay in terms of what the market is about, It's about the free exchange of flows and stocks as well as assets. So what's going to go on now is you had a lot of people protesting Robinhood as well as getting angry with it. There's like several class action lawsuits ready for what they pulled because they did artificially manipulate the market to a certain extent by, well, let's be honest, by manipulating a service that they have access to that a lot of people use in order to inflate these markets because either their own belief, the meme, or their own belief that, hey, it's possible AMC might make a big comeback. You don't know who their designer team is coming out. They might have like brand new futons that are going to make you stay for 2 hours in the movie theater. Who knows? But like, it really boils down to the fact that they caught these guys really trying to make money off the failing of these companies, and in return really fucked them over on the fact that they found out and betted higher than they could. And I'm actually really interested in what's going to happen tomorrow because Robinhood is going to allow some small sales of these assets again. And you might see a skyrocket of these different assets. Again, I'm not a financial person. This is all what I'm reading off of dumbasses from Reddit. But from what I've been like getting from the news and shit, it looks like this might be a thing for the next couple of days, at least until the FEC that controls stocks and like federal like finance and stuff like that gets involved. Because right now a lot of people, especially like hedge fund managers, are begging for regulation. Who never thought that would fucking happen? But it really just showed how much a lot of the stock market is propped up by kind of like a fake attitude in terms of the way. Because you have like these people that have these faith in like the company failing because they believe certain aspects. But as long as you deal in the realms of like faith and like the idea that something is going to do good, you're going to be open to a lot of stuff that the internet loves doing, like believing in the world is flat. Raiding Area 51, which was essentially a version of in the stock market. So I don't know how it's going to handle this because before what happened was, let's say if a company was trying to manipulate the stock market and inflate their stuff, they would order like a bunch of good stories in the magazines, different good stories on different pro sites, or they just go straight to TV and news network, and that's how they inflate their asset until quote unquote people sell off at the right moment, and then the thing will come crashing down. The people that bought it later on are too late. What happening now is you have regular people that are actually jumping on the game of being able to quote unquote give faith into these stocks and buy these stocks in such large amounts that they're doing what again traditional media used to do, and that's why you're seeing a lot of these hedge funds, a lot of these traditional media places clamp down on it. I'm actually really interested in how this is going, but there is a negative side to this. One of the things is, as much as we hate hedge funds and we hate billionaires, we also got to keep track a lot of companies, a lot of organizations, kind of like in order to gain wealth for a lot of their workers as well as employees, tend to put their 401ks as well as pensions within the stock market in order to build more assets for their employees, so they got a better, like, fatter check when they leave their job site, so it's not based off just what they made off income. And what happened is a lot of these hedge funds that like control pensions and 401ks, with them going under, you're going to see a lot of people possibly lose money as well as be at the job. I can only imagine with the dude right now who suggested, hey, you know what we should do? We should buy a lot of stocks against GameStop because no one's going to go to brick and mortar stores anymore, guys. It's a guaranteed bet. Let's do this shit. I want to know where that guy's at right now. I want to know that guy.
Yeah, I think what's a big situation here too is like you guys, like, I'm not saying you guys in the chat, but like just like people who are not used to doing this, I feel like they just go on trend like, oh my god, it makes sense to put much money into this just because this big, this virus or pandemic happened, or this guy got in trouble and his nudes leaked or some crazy shit. It's like always base it on trajectory and always base it around. And I mean, I'm gonna give out free fucking advice here. I ain't gonna pull some shit where I'm like, hey guys, I'm gonna sell you on something else for me to give you like expert advice. I'm not an expert, but it's like everybody always has like an idea of like, hey, when Christmas comes around, what do you buy? You buy this, that, and the other. Everyone knows release dates before they come out. Everyone knows Mortal Kombat's coming out in April or whatever the fuck. If you knew that there was something that people are gonna buy that is, somehow applicable to either watching a new movie that came out or Mortal Kombat or a game that's coming out or whatever the fuck, you would want to buy that just to prepare. Like, I'm going to need batteries. I'm going to need a new controller. I'm going to need this kind of shirt, whatever the fuck. Just, like, apply that to the idea of stocks. It's really simple. Like, you don't need some crazy situation like this to happen to know, like, oh, this is how I'm going to make money. It's like, fuck it. Like AMC right now, I'll tell you guys straight up, it's not me just saying this because I'm fucking, like, all into it myself. I took my money out. But, like, AMC will do really good at the end of the year. Like, the vaccine's coming. People are going to go to movie theaters. There's going to be movies coming out at the very end of the year. Actually, Disney just said that they're not going to have Black Widow be at home. It's like...
Yeah, it'll be in theaters only.
Yeah, so use this information to your guys' ability, to your guys' benefit. Like, you guys can. All of us have Google right fucking here. There is no reason why you shouldn't know what's going on. You know what I mean? Like, I was talking to Jed. I was like, hey, what's the time that people usually get married? And we're talking about, like, what would you buy for weddings? Like, it was just crazy. What are you saying, Jed?
June.
Yeah, June. There you go. Yeah. So I was just like,
What
yeah.
about July?
I was thinking more so like dick soap because everybody likes dick soap.
That's true.
Sure.
But by the way, like, when's the best? This is actually a really good test. Roxy, when's the best time to buy dick soap? And I know you're gonna have a good reason.
I'd say Valentine's Day.
Okay, but give me one more.
One more dick?
No. One more time to buy dick soap because I have an idea in my head. I just want to know if you have the same one.
Yeah, birthdays, bachelor parties, shit like that. But specifically time of year, I think maybe summertime.
There we go. Boom. Sweaty nutsacks all fucking day, guys. Like, sweaty nutsacks, sweaty dicks. It smells. You're running outside. By the way, too, by that time, vaccines will definitely be put out. People are going to be working out again, going to gyms. Huh?
I said balls be drooping.
Exactly.
Like, you ever see a pair of balls when they get really hot?
Mm-hmm.
They're just like all like super stretched out and long, just dangling there and shit, looking like elephant nuts.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Neither do I. But it's weird because they're looking at the chat, the GameStop comments. Nick, me and you have argued about how long GameStop's going to last, and we've gone back and forth of, hey, it might die in a couple years, maybe it'll pull itself together. I don't think either of us ever expected the end of GameStop to be so flamboyantly theatric.
Yeah, no.
Like, it's thunderous. Like, this is going on like a Michael Bay movie.
And I will tell you, like, one of the things I wish I could kind of use to my own advantage of, like, I told you guys it was going to be a crash or something bad was going to happen. It's like, I can't even say that because, like, this might not be that. Robinhood, like, I'm sorry, and I know, it's like, oh, here comes capitalist Nick over here just being, like, that administrative douchebag again. But it's like, they saved the fucking day, guys. Like, you guys have no idea how much Robinhood just saved everybody's ass. Because if this continued on and those prices still went up and then the hedge funds took out the fucking money because they got other hedge funds to come in and billionaires to come in, you could have had a hedge fund made out of like a subdivision of fucking Amazon. And it would have used all their stocks to buy off GameStop and then there'd be nothing left. It would have killed them in a fucking month. It would have been over. Like the fact that AMC is saying, hey, we got $917 million. We're going to be alive still. And, GameStop be like, okay, we dropped 40%. Boom. It could have dropped a lot worse. But it didn't, and people are now blocked from making the situation worse. Because I'm telling you this much too, if companies started dying because of stock trading, you know what they would do? They would opt out of being part of these fucking apps. And then none of you guys over here in the chat or at home, you would never be able to buy a share, and only the rich fucks on Wall Street will be able to fucking buy, and then the rich get fucking richer.
Well, they already did that essentially. That's why everyone's so pissed. What happened is you can actually purchase the stock still, certainly, but you have to do it through an actual broker now that's willing to have connections to the stock markets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So they're really doing that already.
Yeah, and it's sad, but like it could be worse, right? I mean, like you're right. Like that is happening, and I'm not that surprised. I wish I would have even knew that. I guess I missed out on some details, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, dude.
Oh,
like,
this is developing every 5 minutes, so I don't blame you at all.
Yeah, because look at this. I mean, AMC Theater says bankruptcy is off the table. It's like
I'm fucking bet.
This is so nuts.
Well, really quick too, just to put this out here, AMC's acting like the world is at their Facebook page. Like, stop telling us, hey, guys, just so you know, bankruptcy's cool. We're gonna be fine forever. Oh, guys, we're not doing so good. Oh my God, I hate it.
No. You gotta understand that's how things are. Literally, how things are done nowadays. You just announce your policies. You announce whatever you're doing on your Twitter/Facebook.
Well, not that it's helping them because guess what? When tomorrow and people gets allowed to buy whatever limit Robinhood or whatever the other one's set up, they're gonna go in because I think Reddit is more hardcore now about buying the fucking stocks.
They see the shakeup.
Now, if AMC is encouraged to say, hey, we're not declaring bankruptcy, we're going in with our dicks in our head, we're going to tell nobody to be cool about it, and they keep buying a shitload more, you're going to see this keep rising and rising. Honestly, it's amazing to see this happen because as much as Nick is certainly right to a certain extent, like this is dangerous for a lot of companies. It's the first time that you're seeing like individuals or a collective of individuals that aren't affiliated with any hedge fund, stockbroker company, or anyone that's connected to any real traditional Wall Street stance having a real influence on the stock market. This history is bad or good. We are witness history again And it's only
I'm gonna say, can we please stop saying we're releasing history? That happens all the time at this point.
Yeah, that is true. It's like this, like
Though,
even to Joe Biden stuff, like it's just, and the Trump thing is like this whole thing is just history, and it's not good history. This is fucking upsetting.
could you imagine being like 15 years old and going, wow, I really like math, and I think this economy is really cool, and stocks are great. And when you get out of high school, you go to college to study, economics and stock trading, and you spend 20 years being a stockbroker, and you've seen the recession, you've seen economies rise and fall, and you're like, I know everything about stocks. And then last week happens, where it's like, why is this happening?
you were outmaneuvered by someone named Douchebag 6969.
It's like, what the? This is the plot of a fucking who's that guy that directs all those not Sam Smith, Kevin Smith. This is a shitty Kevin Smith movie that's happening.
No, dude, what's funny is like I'm thinking like what Ganja just said is like, wouldn't it be funny if somebody on there was like starting this huge fucking war with people and their name was like Ladies Man 217 from Transformers, like this crazy huge damn near apocalyptic financial disaster. It's just some douchebag Ladies Man 217. Fucking
3D Doritos 50. I overbid it, and now he's like a millionaire in the stock market. We don't know who the guy is, but we assume he's very plumpy.
Really quick, I'm going to read this. Blazer Michael's like, what's happening with Robinhood now? Really nothing at this point.
The stock market's closed. It's nighttime, so we ain't going to hear shit till tomorrow morning.
Yeah,
they need to get their rest.
Like, I don't know if you saw that screenshot that I posted in the in like our regular chat or whatever, but apparently Robinhood fucked someone out of a ton of money.
Let me see, actually. I'm going to pull this up. This right here, it says, in light of recent volatility, we are restricting transactions for certain securities for position closing only. However, due to the unreasonable risk involved in brokering your position, we have closed your 4,500 shares of GME for an average price of $118.93 on January 20. Oh, fuck. That sucks, man.
Wait. So we closed your 4,000 shares of this at $200 a share, or sorry, $120 a share. Does that mean he's not getting that money?
Yeah, he's not getting that money now.
Oh,
Jesus Christ. Okay, let's do the math simply. If that's even just 100 for that, they fucked him out of like 4.5 million. They fucked him out of $5 million.
Essentially. But the thing is like, I know this is kind of fucked up, like, because I don't want to like say some shit and like bad karma gets me.
No,
but
Nick, I understand what you mean. Is this joke is actually seriously destabilizing the economy to the extent where people are losing faith in the stock market. If the stock market crash, we essentially get a Great Depression like we did in the 20s when the fucking world shut down. So Robinhood and the other broker apps stepping in technically is saving the economy. However, it's doing it in not in a sense to protect the average person, but it's who they're protecting. Yes, they're protecting the economy as a whole, but they're protecting the billionaires versus the individual.
Yeah, no, you're right.
As we're seeing right here.
Yeah, this is a situation. Robinhood's literally aiding the fuckery of smaller investments, which sucks. But at the same time, it's like, so this guy's going to go back to living life where he's not profiting off the disasteration of stocks. So it's like, I don't feel too bad for him. He's like, hey, wait, you mean I can't profit off the destruction of this whole fucking concept? Oh man, wah. It's like, hold on, sir, you were pulling some shit. Like,
yeah, but it's like,
you're right.
Again, it goes to the point where it's like rich people do this all the time.
None of that rich people go on, but here's the thing: our economic system says free for all capitalism. So you can make money off it if you can exploit it. If you can find a way to pinch a penny at it, you're able to do it as long as you can fit whatever guidelines or arbitrary guidelines we have to establish at that time. What these people are doing are legal. And what the people right now are doing to prevent them from buying these shares, essentially. Because here's the thing: it would be different, let's say, if they were doing like a massive sell-off. Because that's what the 1920s crash happened. There was a lot of stocks that people realized were bullshit, and they started selling them in large amounts in order to try to get some of their finances back, and it basically crashed all the companies that were investing in all the different fucking units. Basically, a card came down when everyone realized, hey, I need my money in actual cash in order to survive. But what's going on right now is the opposite. It's if people are running into like a small door and trying to fucking get all these different stocks. It's a massive buy. So what essentially you're doing now is you're actually saying fuck capitalism, and you're doing actually more of an economic regulation that the stock market is more comfortable talking about. And the only reason they're doing it is to really screw out people within like a middle income that can actually participate in this scam. Not a scam, but it's not a scam because it's all legal in this maneuver, because they're gonna get fucked.
Yeah.
And if you believe in capitalism, you believe the right to fall because you got fucked. So these guys should be failing. But the problem is they're not, because it's not a fair game. It's not really if you can make money or not. It's not really if you can actually outmaneuver them. At the end of the day, they're going to flip the board and go home.
By the
They're
way,
going to make a call to Biden.
Not only is this legal, we literally saw a movie about it. What do you think Wolf of Wall Street's about?
Oh, that too. I didn't even think about that. I was talking about Big Short.
Literally the same movie. He basically got the average Joe to put in a fuck ton of money into penny stocks, raise them up so much that you got people to give it, and then he'd take the money out. He would keep most of it, and then would give people back the money that they had. That's essentially the entire point of the movie.
That's similar to like the Big Short as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
The Big Short is actually identical situation.
Yeah.
Wolf of Wall Street
For the housing crisis instead of these other particular things. But yeah.
It's just in reverse, where it's now the American people fucking the markets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for a joke, for a meme. I mean, because that's essentially what Reddit was doing. Like, I mean, yeah, the hedge funds will come in and fuck up and wah, it's whatever. But, like, we're I mean, the Redditors are the same fucking people at this point.
But think about it, Nick. Like you're saying, oh, they're there for a meme. Can we not downplay that for a second? The reason I said capitalism isn't your friend is not because, like, well, I want to be popular for a day. No. The fact that the entire economy of the world can be shut down because a bunch of people said, fuck it, they're bored, shows how unstable the economy is. Shows how unstable this idyllic form of fucking economy is that just works on the exploitation of the people that have less money than you. It is all a facade. It is all built on lies. It is all built on bullshit. That if somebody just sits there and pisses in the wind, the entire world shuts down? Is that really a stable economy? Is that really we can't ever think about doing anything else other than capitalism? Capitalism's the best system ever for government. We're literally watching it fall apart because a bunch of people on Reddit had a couple extra dollars lying around. Yeah. That is not a stable fucking economy to me.
No, it's fucked up. And by the way, too, chat, I'm sorry that we're not really interacting with you guys a whole lot. I know, like I always say, we're the most interactive fucking podcast that you guys will find, but this topic is just such a loaded fucking one. So, like, that's why we've just been kind of...
I'm sure Nick act on any of this information. We want to be, like, whatever we can provide that's factual to a certain extent. Because, again, this is not financial advice. Do not take this as such. Don't go fucking get all the stocks you want, but please do research.
Yeah.
I want to point out that if anyone's thinking of buying stocks right now, no.
Yeah, seriously. Like, wait.
just no. Like that, it's over. Like, it's one of those situations where the stock is basically the equivalent of Walmart went on fire, so everyone's kind of rushing in to grab stuff, and you heard it on the news. Like, Walmart's on fire. You guys think I should get something?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
No, it's kind of already over.
Yeah. But I'm going to start reading a couple of these bits over here, though. E-Mike, and it's sorry if we kind of get into, like, random topics. E-Mike really likes his wrestling and likes some other stuff, and, it'll be nice to kind of be a little bit lighthearted, because you guys are going to hear all this from 8-Bit Crumbs again, too, and then, like, I want you guys to be like, okay, enough with the fucking stocks, man! Because, another thing, too, outside of the shows and analytics and everything, too, guys, I don't want you guys to get bored or tired of hearing about stocks, because you guys need to fucking hear it. I don't know why they don't teach stocks to, like, middle schoolers or high schoolers, by the way. Like, have you noticed?
They don't teach anything. They don't teach you how to pay taxes. They don't teach you how to buy a house. They don't teach you shit.
Yeah, and guys,
They don't know how to take a test.
Yeah, and people, don't let boredom of the topic ever interfere with your knowledge of it. You guys need to know this shit, man. Seriously. Like, I'm not fucking around. Like, this is really, really important shit. And it might be one of your only choices when shit goes down again. Who knows? There could be another wave of some corona or some disease shit or some crazy fucking financial shit. Like, you need to know these things. So
you need to at least know the basics, and basics is you should probably know how your taxes actually work. How to act, not just say, hey, go to whatever tax place and have them do it for you. Understand what they're doing, where your money's going, why you're getting money back, yada yada. Stocks, it's like, you know what? I had a rudimentary understanding, like all of us have a rudimentary understanding, but there are basic stuff that's like, yeah, schools are never going to teach you, because again, if you want to know why something doesn't happen, ask yourself, does capitalism benefit from it? Capitalism benefits from you not understanding what taxes are. The whole thing of I don't understand what taxes are, yeah, you don't, so you keep paying them. If everybody understood what taxes were, it's just little ways the government's pinching money out of your wallet. For sometimes, like, well, it could be to help the roads, but we're not actually going to use them because of, look at all the potholes in your city. That's what your taxes are supposed to go for. But what they do is they redistribute the funds however they fucking want, because nobody understands where this shit goes. They just assume, oh, it's like my taxes pay for the roads. Well, actually, no, your taxes are going to pay this fucking senator's salary. That's actually where it goes. Or the police commission's fucking pension. So, those guys that are beating you in the head with the clubs, you pay for that.
Yeah. How you like your
Pay
service?
for that ass whooping.
You should be, as soon as you're done, you'd be like, "Well, officer, I hope you enjoyed whooping my ass." Like that's how it should go. Cool, I paid for it.
Yep. Fucking sucks, man. Reading the.
Don't even get me started on the military. By the way, all your taxes are paid to shoot my people in the face.
Yeah. E-Mike with the 30 bits 28 minutes ago, he says, I saw watching an episode of My 600-Pound Life, and there's this one episode that pissed him off saying that this character named Christian gets shit on by his wife. And I don't know if that was literal, like she took a shit on him or something. But, okay, Alan, I'm going to ask you this because, for what? Okay, I'm gonna do this for two reasons.
Why though? What?
Oh my god, there's one guy on there who pisses me the fuck off. Like, he was literally caught taking like over 1,000 pills from like 25 different hospitals throughout his area.
Oh, Jesus
God
Christ.
damn.
Yeah, it's fucking
And the
ridiculous.
doctor had to cut him off. He's like, no, you're not going to be doing this shit anymore. And you fucking stink. Take a shot of fucking water. You ever heard
Not
of
the
it?
fact that you might die of an overdose. No.
Was that one doctor that told him that? Like the one that's always on
Yes.
videos? Yeah, he was just like, yeah, so when's the last time you took a shower? Oh, yesterday. Like, my nurses are throwing up over there. You sure you took a shower yesterday? I
No,
don't
this
think
Take a shower,
is
dog.
an asshole. Like, he got pissed off with the nurse because the nurse wouldn't give him his like pain meds. And again, you cannot give someone an excess of pain meds. It's fucking illegal.
Now,
But he got pissed off because he wasn't able to get it. So, yeah, I think that's the dude. I think his name was like Steven or something like that.
Steven-
So, he pissed in his urinal and purposely knocked it over and forced the nurse to pick it up.
God damn. And here's the thing too. So the reason why I was, because I know we've all talked a bunch, and you know, Roxy, I want to get more of your opinion on these shows in general. But the reason why I'm going to go straight to Alan really quick is because, and I'm going to be honest, there's two reasons why. One, I'm just curious, but two, you have reacted to certain shows that are meant for either comedy or for just straight up entertainment, and you react like it's some really horrible. Like Maury, your reaction to Maury was like,
I hate Maury.
yeah, like, and it's so fucking hilarious that you're so upset with these sometimes, and I admire it. That's a good thing for you. But I'm an American, so I'm a piece of shit, and I love it. But what are your thoughts on shows like this? Like, do you think that they are going for some kind of like, you know, explain like, hey guys, you know, this is like a precautionary tale. Like, you look at these people, and maybe you guys can avoid you living like this, or do you feel like it's just some fucked up shit, Alan?
Oh, this at the end of the day, all like as much as a lot of these shows are like, oh well, we're gonna try to, you know, like don't do this. This all at the end of the day, almost all of these shows are for exploitation. It is at the end of the day, it is a social deterrent to not consume. So they basically get these people and they basically show them in whatever grotesque camera angles or whatever situations and have to go into explicit detail because at the end of the day they want to be a visual deterrent to be like, hey, don't live your life like this. Don't be like this. It might not be exploitation for you to laugh and giggle like Maury is, because Maury's like, hey, your life might be fucked up. You're not fucked up as these guys. It's the same kind of thing, but it's more of a gross out. They want to deter you from being this way, from accessing on all stuff you want to access at by showing essentially the extreme limit of excessism. So it's like this is one of those shows where it's like I will never watch it because I don't like people being exploited for other people in the upper lower class, middle class to be like, well, I'm glad I don't live life like that, even though they're basically also being exploited by whatever system they're under. It's just a way to fucking hide whatever your exploitation is.
Jet, what's the most egregious version of like the TLC shows? Like, has there ever been one that you're like, okay, you know what, fuck this show, like this is ridiculous?
Is Hoarders on TLC?
I believe so. If not, I still accept that.
Yeah, there's a couple times when the Hoarders came on to where it's just like, yeah, I can't fucking watch this. Because sometimes the person's story will be really, really sad, and they're just yelling at the person, just like, okay, yeah, I get it. This place is really fucked up, and you can understand that, but sometimes they go way too fucking hard on these people, and they're literally just crying. I'm just like, I can't watch this anymore.
Yeah.
It's not funny no more.
No, it's fucked up. Raven Bob says the Hoarding Show is actually on TLC. Nice. I'm saying nice. Why did I say nice? That's not
I
nice.
get you on the program.
Holy shit, bro. High five. Woo, Hoarders.
Actually, like, with my 600-pound life, didn't they have one recently that showed like 1,000-pound sisters or something like that? I think that's also on.
Mhm.
1,000 pounds? Did you act?
Oh, I seen that clip where they start making fun of each other and shit.
Yeah, you don't know how hard it is.
Oh,
that one.
no.
The
Yeah,
one
I
that's
seen it.
on TikTok.
God damn it.
Are they combined? Like
Yes.
combined 1,000.
Yes, combined they weigh.
Okay, because I'm like, I don't think a human could get
They
1,000
only
pounds.
consumed so much they actually became one giant mass, Alan.
No, what I meant is like, I don't think an individual could be 1,000 pounds. So I'm like, that has to be 500 each, right?
Yeah.
God damn, I don't even want to make jokes. Like that, honestly, is like sad. God damn it, dude.
Well, the whole show is basically just those two like yelling at each other.
Who wants to hear that? Imagine the fucking like hypertension and the breathing, just like
A lot.
fuck you, no fuck you, no fuck you, no fuck.
Yeah, like
you.
the reason the show got popular was like Rocking on said, like a clip like that was on TikTok of where like one of the sisters was just like, yeah, I want to lose weight or something like that, but I don't want to look like her. Like I don't want to look like her, and she's just like, well, you're not nothing to look at yourself. What are you talking about?
Yeah, like that's the biggest thing is like y'all both are the 500s. Like it's like, by the way too, it's like the fat didn't humble you to not be a fucking bitch.
Nope.
Like the exploitive thing is definitely with this show because like literally like they're supposed to be like working together, like trying to lose weight, but like the majority of the show is like those two just screaming at each other.
But at the end of it, if you're wondering, like the end, it's like, oh, how could this be exploitative? It's not funny or whatever. It's the bearded fat lady at a circus. It's the look at the freak. At the end of the day, is you as an audience member are supposed to feel better about your current existence by watching people that, in other words, you're supposed to look down on. You're supposed to be like, well, I'm glad I'm better than them. And every one of those shows, I fucking hate for the exact sentence.
Yeah, dude. Have you guys ever seen me? Wow. Have you ever seen this My Strange Addiction?
I've seen a couple episodes. Dude, I don't know how those people are alive. Like, I am addicted to eating tires. I'm like, how?
Yeah.
I love eating rocks. Like the one rocks that are shaped like this are delicious.
Nah, dude.
The hair one freaks me out to this day.
This motherfucker Roxy showing me this shit. That is fucking hilarious. Yeah, he's in love with the car. He can't stop kissing it.
He's
Bro,
autosexual.
I think there's the one, the person addicted to eating soap or whatever.
Oh god, yeah, dude. Fuck.
But the hair one freaks me out because like every time like some of my hair falls out, I just get reminded of the fucking hair episode where she's addicted to eating her hair. So she's like totally bald, but every time she gets the hair, she pulls it out and starts chomping on it. Like, yo, that's fucked up.
The worst one, and I'm glad that we don't get paid.
I'll eat your whole matches,
Oh yeah, that was fucking hilarious. But no, I'm glad we don't get paid on YouTube because this would definitely make us at least flagged. But the piss one is the worst fucking one I've saw.
That literally almost makes me throw up.
I never heard about this till now, and I'm glad.
If you really want to watch something that'll make you gag, put on Extreme Cheapskates.
Oh,
that
the water one
makes you fucking grossed out.
Yeah, what was that one? Where they use a bathwater or something, like the same ones. Where the fuck?
Yes, there's a lady who basically like reuses her bathwater over and over again to wash her dishes, wash her pool, wash some of her. There's a lady who cooks lasagna in the dishwasher. There was a guy who takes his wife out to a date to a movie theater, and he starts picking the popcorn bag and the like soda container out of the garbage, washes it, and then he gets it to like get a free refill and shit.
He washed it.
I feel like if someone ever told me, yeah, I cooked this fucking food with my bathwater, like I would have to kill you. I would literally have to kill you, like right there. I'm going to jail.
I'm so glad I only saw random clips of that shit and never actually watched the full episode.
Dude, honestly, that might be a subscription tier that we'll do one of these days where we just go into fucking Discord and literally watch episodes with you guys. I would love to do
I
that.
quit.
Wait, oh, come on, Alan. You know you would have a good time with that shit.
What?
Come on.
Yeah,
dude.
right. Hey, guys, I love the episode where people drink their own piss. That sounds wonderful.
I
was your favorite one? I didn't think it was
Not only that, she didn't just drink her own piss. She used it as eye drops, too. Literally anything that you could think of that had to do with water, she used piss for.
I wouldn't have thought eye drop.
And he grew up.
Oh, fuck.
Like I said, you literally couldn't pay me enough to watch that.
There's a guy who dumpster dives for wine, and then he teaches a cheapy or like thrifty cooking class. And he's like, hey, everyone, this food was delicious, right? Well, here's the secret. I took it out the garbage.
I mean, that seems relatively normal compared to the piss eye drops.
So you guys want to know a story?
No.
We actually knew someone who used to dumpster dive like that. And he used to get chocolates from the dumpster.
They're not chocolates.
The thing is, like, they were chocolates because they were all wrapped up and shit. But the thing is, they were expired, and he didn't tell these people that he got them from dumpster diving either. Luckily, I was not one of those people that ate one of those chocolates, but he was giving them out to cousins of mine, and they're just like, "Why do these taste so old?" Oh, well, I'm glad you asked. I went dumpster diving and actually got these from the dumpster. I got them all for free.
Jesus
And
fucking Christ.
we're so disgusted.
Bro,
Just
if
like,
anyone ever
you
does
got
that to
these
me, I'm
from-
out.
You got these from the fucking dumpster, and you're fucking feeding them to us? Were they at the bottom or were they at the top?
What does it
you had to
matter?
search around for them.
I mean, it depends. If they're at the top, it means they were just thrown in, which means like, well, okay, it's bad, but it could always be
Some
worse.
other shit already.
If they're
Yeah,
at the
'cause, like,
bottom, they're just marinating in garbage juice.
exactly. So it's like it can always be. It can only go down. You're starting at a low point, but it can always be worse.
They focus on the prize. Get the stomp.
That's so fucking disgusting, dude.
You're right, Mauricio. I'm not having this. This is fucking terrible. I hate everyone on this call right now.
This is fucking wonderful, bro. Like, I love that question. Was it the top or the bottom? The guy's like, I didn't think about that. Like,
I mean, it's a good question. Should I kill you or just maim you?
Personally, not surprisingly, actually, like this dude had gangrene on his toes too, so he did. You would expect some stuff like this from him.
Oh, I know how that smells.
Jesus.
I don't.
But moving on, Maxine Diaz, rumors are going around that Brock Lesnar might return at Royal Rumble, and also apparently that some rumors coming out of wrestling that CM Punk and Brock Lesnar returning to Royal Rumble. I guess he sent it to me twice. But the thing is, though, man, I'm not sure about CM Punk returning, but I do think Brock Lesnar will come back. That should be really, really cool. I will talk about that too, by the way. January 31st, we're gonna be doing a ringside hangout. Hopefully, Hovig will join me for that, or COVID, as Alan would say.
Man, make one fuck up about a pandemic.
Well, it was really funny because he had COVID.
That's the worst part about that. I don't know why you're laughing. That's the worst part of that.
No, but it's fine. You can laugh at him because he said like, "Hey man, that ain't shit, dog. You know, COVID ain't nothing. People are just bitching. You know, losing their families.
Yeah,
Who gives a fuck, yo?"
200,000 people that are dead are just faking it.
Yeah. Fucking death. Dude, Hovig, if you're watching this, bro, like that was a silly thing to say, especially on stream, dog. Like, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. Man, that shit ain't shit. The people who died must be really pussies, man.
The president got almost impeached because of it.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck, Hovig? You guys are wonderful. Moving on though, Emac, and this is actually a topic that I actually had in my Google Docs ready to discuss on the show. But he says W Network will shut down in March and will be moving to the Peacock channel, and GameStop are being a bunch of jerk-offs 2021. It's out to a bad start already. But let's talk about this for a second, because believe it or not, I do think that we all can have something to say about this somewhat. But Peacock is essentially just going around buying up fucking people. They bought up all the sports. They have a ton of shows like what's that show with Amy Poehler?
Parks and Rec?
Yeah, Parks and
Rec,
Recreation. Yeah, Seinfeld, all that kind of shit. But now, apparently, the entire W Network, which by the way, like they have more shit than Netflix. They have more shit than pretty much anybody else, because it's a bunch of documentaries as well as all the pay-per-views from fucking like 1970 something. They have all the WWE Raws, which, dude, like they're on like season 36 and whatever the fuck. Like, it's crazy. Not to mention SmackDown. Not to mention all the shit that comes out nowadays. Interviews, everything, and yes, somehow.
Aren't you subscribed to the WWE Network? Aren't
Yep.
you kind of pissed off about that?
Well, see, I'm pissed off, but here's the thing that they're going to be doing, which I'm curious what everyone's going to think in here. But essentially what Peacock wants to do is, buy them up and then actually take it back in, where they'll have the price be $5.99, which you can watch all the content, but it'll be commercial. So essentially they're having digital TV, which is fucking shit, because they're gonna like also make me pay, but then make money off the ads, and then they can play as many ads as they want within that. It's kind of bullshit.
They're doing what Hulu does. I'm assuming they're gonna have a tier subscription where Hulu, it's like at the lowest tier. It's you still get ads every 10, 15, however much it is, and then you pay one tier up, you end up getting it with no ads. It's like $5.99 for streaming services, the cheapest out there, like by a large margin. I'm assuming they're gonna have a regular $10 tier without ads, because I doubt they're only gonna have the one tier.
Yeah, but the worst thing about this, though, is that I do not know how they're going to fit this network library into there, because W Network, like I said, has a lot of fucking stuff there. It's not like something where The Office, they pay a bunch of millions of dollars or whatever, and then it's like, oh, well, now you got all 8 seasons, which you can probably binge in a week if you have no life. With wrestling, it's like, it's a lot of shit. And then keep in mind that, like, right now, wrestling, the way they are positioned with W Network, You get the pay-per-views for free, you get the new documentaries for free, and they don't sell a bunch of crazy $30 DVDs anymore. But now they might have to go back to that model because how are they going to make money through this? And there is a premium subscription for Peacock. It's $9.99, which is essentially what we currently play for W Network. So for me, money-wise, it's not going to make a difference. I'm actually pretty happy with that. But the thing that's making me so upset about it, though, is like, I don't know why W Network even wanted to do this. They did it for basically $1 billion. That's what the price was. So you did this.
Did it for a lot of fucking money.
Yeah,
Really?
lots of
Questions?
Yeah, well, like I have questions in the sense of like, well, that's cool, they got $1 billion, but like, once Peacock is in control and they have like majority equity, they can just be like, hey, so that's cool that we have your stuff now, but ain't nobody wanting to watch Stone Cold versus The Rock from 1999.
I mean, you never know, honestly. Being one of those situations where people that already have Peacock essentially get more for bang for their buck, but it's a situation where you think that, but the moment look at Disney Plus, like what kept that afloat until The Mandalorian really pushed it was the fact that people were watching old movies from the 90s a lot, old Simpsons especially. They were watching old episodes of The Simpsons. Like you think like, oh, no one's gonna want to watch this shit, but could you imagine people like, I hate wrestling now? It's like, well, go back and watch your favorite shit. Convenient to you, especially if you already own this service. If not, people that are wrestling, it's like, well, wait, I can pay the same thing, but then I get access to everything else. Like, I do think WWE is getting the short end of the stick on this one. Peacock is winning. Peacock is winning like crazy.
If depending on what kind of rights they got, they could probably show the stuff that Vince doesn't even like showing. That he's like trying to erase.
Oh boy, Chris Benoit shit's coming back.
Chris Benoit, yep.
Stuff like that. They can even do stuff like that if depending on how they want to go. Because it's notorious that some companies don't touch the taboo shit if it's order to make them some money.
Yeah, one thing too that I'm kind of worried about too, because you make sense, Alan. Honestly, it makes a ton of sense. But even like when it comes to like USA Network, whatever, like ratings for current episodes of Raw, and this has been the case since 2016, but ratings are pretty bad to the point where like reruns of fucking Seinfeld beat wrestling like commonly. Like it's fucking crazy.
But again, that's one of the benefits is them moving on to here is advertisement, but then you also get people that'll just kind of throw it on for the fuck of it. There's the one of the reasons The Office stayed in the cultural zeitgeist was because people threw it on in the background. They didn't really care. It's like, well, throw on The Office, whatever. Every time you look over, something kind of funny. With wrestling, it's like you're gonna have the wrestling fans that'll keep it supported because they have, but you're gonna have new people that have no fucking idea what's going on. Because when Peacock starts advertising for The Office and Parks and Rec and all these bullshit shows, then you have a situation where it's like, wait, what the fuck is wrestling? Oh shit, everything gets bullshit because it's like, hey, guess what? People are gonna be discovered. Even if they don't know what's going on, they'll throw on the background because loud and cheering. Well, there's not really cheering fans, but you know what I mean. Like it's loud, exciting, especially if they put on random and they'll see shit. It's like it's gonna help. You're gonna see the ratings go up for WWE. That's probably why Vince McMahon is like, I get $1 billion and my ratings will most likely go up.
And really quick, I'm scrolling up. I have this this thing. We have me, Cedric, Rodro, and a few other people. Ruthless. We have this group called Wrestling that we just talk about wrestling like amongst ourselves. And I wanted to show something really quick. Hopefully this actually pulls up because it's from Twitter. Let me see here. Okay, so this guy, you guys are gonna be able to hear the audio from the chat. Unfortunately, everybody here won't.
This platform, this streaming service, the best.
That's a full minute. Never mind. So essentially, I'll just show this right here, and then maybe I'll give out the link if anybody really wants it. But this guy is showing a W Network like, hey, look at that, my way, the life and legacy of Pat Patterson. It's a very easy to find documentary on W Network. But then he scrolls over to Peacock, and on the cover of Peacock, as you can see, it says Parks and Recreation. It's like, oh shit, like a popular show that's on there. Obviously, everybody knows it. But then it's like, hey, you know what? I like that girl in here. Let me search for fucking. We search for Amy Poehler. So he's over here. He's going into his little thingy to search it, and there goes Amy Poehler. No results. Keep in mind that wrestling, in order to find something like Pat Patterson, Stone Cold, whatever, it searches this entire library to find something. This Peacock app and the website, it's so fucking bad that they can't even find the person that's literally on the front page of the fucking site. It's Parks and Recreation.
I forgot at the end of the day, if it's a garbage fucking streaming service, then no amount of content's going to save it. Look at Quibi. That's a huge fucking problem where it's like, I feel like Netflix is... look, is that bad? Sure. But you know what's worse? Oh, hey, I want to see this movie. Let's throw out a random movie. The fucking Dark Knight. I want to watch The Dark Knight on Netflix. The Dark... Oh, Netflix autocorrects. You mean The Dark Knight, right? Yeah, it's not here.
Yeah, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? That happens to me all the time.
That's the equivalent of like you walk into a restaurant. It's like, hey, do you guys have like fries on your menu? Yeah, sure. Sit down and eat. I'd like fries. We don't have fries. But
yeah,
you just told me in the front door. It's like it's on your menu. Yeah, we don't have it. Okay, I'm leaving. No, you got to buy something. Well, fuck you.
Yeah. Or Amazon, where it's like you type in a movie because I'm pretty sure it's on Prime Video. I saw that.
Oh, I think that's actually worse. Yeah, it's on our service. You gotta buy it though.
Well, no, that's what's crazy. It's on our service, and you type it in, and it's like rent for $4.99. I'm like, oh, I guess it's not on Prime Video. Well, I guess I'll click on Prime Video and just see what is available. And then that movie I just searched up shows up, and I'm like, wait, so you knew that this movie is the same movie, but you're like, you know what? On the off chance that he has enough money to rent this, let's let the motherfucker pay for something that's literally free. What the fuck? God.
Yeah, what is Disney Plus the only one that like just the search engine works? Because I've not heard any problems.
Is rough too, to be honest. HBO Max is rough too. Yeah.
I have Crave. Well, I have HBO through Crave. It's not that bad, but the video player is so basic. Like I literally think it's identical to the one F Movie uses.
Yeah, you're actually right. Have you ever had that thing too, where like you click on the fucking like little timeline of the video, and then it just gets stuck? Like you just like.
Yeah, that's the worst one.
Yeah.
Like, I want to skip ahead 2 seconds. Oh, I just skipped to the ending. Oh, I guess he's dead.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. That happened to me once where I skipped to the end and like one of the characters were like, "Oh fuck!"
Oh fuck, man! No, it's ridiculous. Like, come on, guys. Like, if Blip TV could do it back in 2008, you guys can make a good fucking media player, okay? God damn it.
Prime Video Player, like ladies and chat saying, Prime Video Player might be bad, but the best part about Prime Video is if you press pause, depending on what scene it is, it'll put the actors on the side and shit they've been in. Because one thing that bothers me, if I'm looking at a scene, I'm like, oh, I recognize that actor. I'll not pay attention to the rest of the fucking whatever I'm watching because I'm trying to figure out what movie I recognize them from. So that I actually do like that option. I wish every streaming service had that. Because sometimes you're like, who the fuck is that guy? So you have to like try to like search Google, but not put enough information in case the character dies or some shit.
Yeah, I really wish it would do a thing where like there was like some kind of hub where you just type in a movie, by the way, and then it just takes you to the streaming service that has a movie. Like, why can't that be a thing? Why'd I have to go all over fucking Amazon? Now I'm talking.
IMDb does that, doesn't it? Or I feel like there are sites that do that where at least they tell you in like a drop-down menu, hey, this is where you can watch it. I've seen it a couple times.
Because like for me, like on my phone, I do this, or like on the consoles. Because I mean, most of my video watching is on consoles, and it's like I hate having to load Netflix and it goes ta-tung, and then I gotta pick my name. Then it goes ta-tung again. Yeah. Then it loads up all this bullshit. And by the way, they don't put like the shit you're currently watching on the top anymore, so it's like what the fuck. Then
well, it depends. Sometimes they'll put it right underneath. Sometimes you gotta scroll down for like a minute.
Yeah, and then watch all the raping of trailers all over my fucking ass. Like, dude, every time I go on Netflix, the trailers that come up like scare me from the site. I'm like, oh, no movies, and I just turn it off because like what the fuck. But then, dude, it's like, then you don't find the movie, and then you fucking leave, and then, like, it's a whole process to even close the application. It's like, dude, like, this is a chore. The idea of getting this fucking thing is to watch what I want to watch, when I want to watch it, boom. It takes the same amount of time to get a DVD case, open it up, and put its fucking disc in. I still think physical media.
At the end of the day, Netflix wants you to basically create a backlog. The more backlog, the more they can recommend you stuff, but they also want to push stuff. They're trying to push the next thing. I mean, at the end of the day, it's like I hate it, but then I also discovered like a bunch of shows that I like because of it. So it's like it's kind of a mixed bag where it's like it's super fucking annoying, but at the end of the day, there's a couple shows that I watched from that because of it.
Yeah, but once again, guys, yeah, WWE Peacock, whole fucking situation sucks. And thank you for them bits, E-Mike, about this. But we'll see what happens. I don't know. It could be a good thing. It could be a bad thing. But this is not a thing I like. If you can't find Amy Poehler, what the fuck can you find, bro? She's famous as fuck, and so is Parks and Recreation.
Yeah, one day I'll watch that. Apparently, it's better than The Office. It's like the fights. Like, hey, either you like Parks and Rec or The Office, so.
E-Mike saying WrestleMania 20 and 24 are not on the network. So 20 is the one where Chris Benoit was actually in the main event. So that kind of makes sense. They could have just edited off that part, by the way. Why did they take the entire show off like that? I don't know. That fucking
we got to salt the earth.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. Like,
nobody can know Chris Benoit exists.
Yeah, it's like
because he's an embarrassment to the entire franchise.
Yeah, like did they also get rid of 24 because of Trump? Because Trump was on. I think he was on WrestleMania 24. Yeah, Stone Cold gave Trump the stunner. It was fucking amazing.
I doubt it because there were people trying to digitally remove Trump from Home Alone 2, and I support that only because it'll make him infuriatingly mad.
Plus, two, it's just like that part was so like everyone's like, remember that part where he's on there? I'm like, yeah, the part where he goes, and then he walks away. Like,
oh no, I remember I took a photo of it because I'm like, oh, it's about to happen, and then I was like, oh yeah, I remember. Fuck this movie. Gary's like, the movie's still great. I'm like, no, I'm clearly kidding.
Sometimes I don't know.
Nah. Oh, Home Alone 2. Actually, I really like Home Alone 2. It's Die Hard 3.
Yeah, Blasian Michael says he was never into Parks and Rec or the American Office. That's surprising. The Office is actually pretty good, but that British Office, ooh boy, I can't take that shit.
Okay, I don't think Ricky Gervais is funny.
Yeah, same here. I really don't. He's just an asshole.
I think that guy is the I'm gonna go on stage and say the most offensive thing possible because there are 3 people that'll laugh because they'll think it's a joke. Everyone's gonna get super offended, but those offended people will get me 15 minutes of fame, and I can be like, well, the problem with today is everyone's so sensitive, and they get fired from 5 jobs in a fucking year.
Yeah, no, it's just fucking stupid. One more thing. Well, 2 more things probably. We'll make these kind of quick though. Firstly, since I brought it up in the tags and whatnot as far as this video goes, Netflix and Legendary are teaming up to do an anime expand of the storylines from Skull Island and Team
America.
Yeah, Team America. Fuck yeah, anime.
I mean, to be fair, that would make a killing on Netflix. Like, I wouldn't watch it, but there'd be people who'd be like, yo, Team America show on Netflix? Fuck yeah.
Well, the thing I'm cool about here, by the way, is just the fact that, like, Tomb Raider, I feel like, as an anime, it could do something that the games never do, because the games, even on PS1, and I know this is like a silly comment I'm about to say, but, like, they did try to be kind of realistic a little bit, And plus it was tank controls too, so you can't go too crazy with it. And then like the remake and the definitive edition, all this other shit, Shadow of the Tomb Raider as well, it seemed very like grounded in reality. And I think that like getting an anime of Tomb Raider could be really, really cool. But getting an anime of Skull Island, I'm cool with it if it doesn't have to do with Khan. And I know that sounds crazy, but they haven't done Godzilla that well with the anime or the cartoon.
Really, I heard people liked it. But I'm gonna say this straight up right now. Hey, Netflix is doing an anime Tomb Raider show. That movie's now dead to me.
Really? Tomb Raider 2? You don't give a shit?
Care less.
Yeah, I don't know. But like over here it says...
I can't wait to see a live-action movie where they're probably going to forget half the game. No, I'm just going to watch the animated one where, like Castlevania, they're going to take bits and pieces from the games that work, add in their own flair, and make something spectacular. I can't fucking wait. Fuck the movie.
I really got to get into Community, by the way, Yasuba. A couple of our co-hosts, they love that.
I wish I could, but every time I see a clip from it, it looks terrible. Every time. And everyone just shows clips of Donald Glover because apparently he's the only thing on the show that's funny. But I don't think that show's funny. Every single time I see a clip, it's like he always has the same face of, I'm just kind of, confused, like all the time. That's his entire character. Every time I see a clip, I'm like, this doesn't look funny.
I like the wording that Bleach said over here. It says Community, Parks and Rec, The Office, and Friends are too American assimilation and whitewashing for me.
I mean, you're right.
Yeah, I can see your point there. Like, I feel that way about the Big Bang Theory. Like, oh my god, the amount of
oh my god, dude. That's, like, I'll say this: I watched a lot of the Big Bang Theory and then just immediately stopped.
Like, and I'm not saying like I don't want to make this a thing where we make fun of like white people, or whatever. But it's like there are shows that are very much for their audience. Like, I didn't like the Steve Harvey show, and I was like, I think it's because I'm not black.
It was okay.
Like,
I actually like, no, it was okay. It was very dry wit. It wasn't like a lot of comedies where it's like, oh, we're going to be in absurd situations and look at these characters. It was a very dry comedy, and it worked out. It was very similar to, I want to say it was
like the Steve Harvey show either. It was
I guess I'm the only one.
Way too dry to me.
Yeah, way too dry. And
it's like Fresh Prince, but not as crazy.
Do not dare. Okay, I usually do. A year ago, I would be with you. But I love Fresh Prince way too much right now, so you take that shit back.
No. I'm saying, like, take that show, but make it less of what it is. It's way more dry. You don't have a crazy charismatic main character. You have a very dry wit, kind of not necessarily boring, but very like mature character. It's a very like I guess that is a bad example, but I didn't really watch a lot of sitcoms at the time. But I remember watching those shows, going, "Wow, this is like Fresh Prince if they just took everything seriously and it wasn't crazy." Like I found it kind of funny. Like this entire episode where they make fun of the fact that Steve Harvey wears suits all the fucking time. I found that hilarious.
But like once again, like for me, and I could be wrong, but just the way I felt, I'm keeping my eye, I was a dumbass kid when I saw this and didn't like it. But Steve Harvey just felt like, okay, maybe I gotta be black, or maybe I had to be down for Steve Harvey's comedy or whatever the fuck. But then at the same point too, I'll point the finger at myself. George Lopez, his fucking the first show he did, you gotta be fucking Mexican, and it's coming from a Mexican. If you're not Mexican, how the fuck do you like that show?
Okay, you know what's the weird thing that maybe they'll come across as offensive, and I'll stop what it is. I feel like I don't feel like you have to be ever a certain race to enjoy something, even if it's specifically marketed to a certain race. Like, I don't know if French Prince is considered like, oh, it wasn't marketed towards the black community, But I don't think anybody has anyone would not understand that show. I get maybe not liking The Office because it's a bit because Gaji hates The Office because it's very dry wit. It's very British wit, even though it's American. So I get not liking that. But I don't think it's like, oh, you only like it if you're white. It's like, have you ever worked an office or retail job? You can pick out, hey, I know that guy from my if you ever worked a job, it's like everyone has the characters they see there. Every character on that show is like a distilled version of a character type at work. Like it might not be every single one that might not always be in your I never worked with a crazy old guy. So it's like I never worked with Creed, but like I'm Arab, I fucking love The Office. So it's like I don't know.
Yeah, Clifton Manley says he's Australian and likes Lopez. So yeah, I mean maybe I'm just I don't know, a silly dude or whatever. But
I think it's so overtly hey, we're gonna do a lot of Mexican stereotypes and Mexican jokes. You're like, well, you have to be part of this culture to understand it. You'd be surprised how much of those jokes really just transcend culture.
Yeah, Carlos Mencia was another one too, though. Like, especially the fact that he's not Mexican. He's just like, "Hey, ole, it's like, oh my god,
okay,
dude, fucking shit."
I kind of enjoyed the Carlos Mencia show.
Oh god, Mina Mencia, is that what I'm talking about?
Look, man. I can't defend it, man. I just found it funny. Okay,
that's embarrassing.
It is. You know, whatever. There's an episode where they're doing basically they're ripping out the Dave Chappelle skit with the race war, with them in the race Olympics. So they're just having all these different people fucking just do Olympic stuff. It was funny, man. I enjoyed it. Whatever.
Yeah, Suba says she likes George Lopez, and thinks it's funny, and she's whiter than porcelain. That's fucking great.
That's really good. I'm sorry, Cedric. Look, I'm not going to defend him. Yeah, he steals jokes. Though the fact that everybody else told me he's not Mexican just fucking blew my mind.
Yeah, Ty Nolan says family was just as crazy as George's, and my family was too, but it was maybe more irritated. Like, oh fuck, I got I'm trying to escape these motherfuckers, and I watch the damn TV, and it's like, hey, why you talking like that? It's like, oh Jesus, stop it!
Well, the thing with the George Lopez show is it would come on literally every night on fucking Nick at Night. So I was kind of just okay, I'm too lazy to basically just get up and turn the channel. So I ended up watching a lot of that show. I think I watched basically almost every episode, and I don't like it. But the thing is, I wish I could have after spending all that time. It's just I don't like anyone in that family. Literally every single person was unlikable.
Yeah.
And when it comes to shows like that, it's just you have to have at least one person you like. I didn't like nobody.
Yeah, man. Oh, thank you, Cedric. Yeah, dude. Imagine trying to go to bed and all the commercials are quiet and everything. Doesn't. Low rider. It's dude, what?
Yeah, I don't understand how people can go to bed with TV on. That's never been a thing for me. I need total fucking darkness while I'm sleeping.
Well, because for some reason, even the Seinfeld thing, Alan, it just puts me to sleep right away.
I hate God. I know it does. I know it fucking puts you to sleep.
Dude, recently I went to sleep listening to Frasier. Fuck that fucking intro. Something, yeah, some salad and eggs.
I don't. Just all I wanted was variety, Nick. All I wanted was just something else.
God, dude, I'm gonna make a sitcom playlist, bro. Next time we sleep.
Yes,
each other.
Please. I don't care what the sitcom is. It's just some fucking variety. Holy shit. For 4 days of listening to the fucking Seinfeld theme, I'm just losing my mind. I kept hearing it all day. All day I was just hearing it in the back of my head.
Dude, you guys keep forgetting the most classic commercial to wake up to.
No, I'm about to look at this. You said the wake up commercial? Let me
see.
The
classic commercial to wake up to. 1, 2, 3 in the morning. And
yeah!
It hits. It fucking hits.
Oh, yes!
Imagine owning the world's greatest love songs.
Oh, yeah.
By the greatest voices of our time.
Too, but it's just it was one of those wake ups where you're just okay, I forgive you, but god damn, that's loud.
God damn, dude,
Yeah, I never saw with the TV on, so I never dealt with the shit.
Over here, man. This guy, Rod Stewart. When I see this, all these people look so broke and so tired
Phil
to me.
Collins, Gloria
I know these are people that were so popular back in the day, but I couldn't. I just being a kid and not knowing the we call that the celebrity value of this fucking commercial and all these songs. I'm just looking up here who the fuck buys this? Who actually sits there? 1-800-818-6806.
Me and my brother, we had a really messed up sleep schedule. So I don't know if you guys ever watch television at 3 in the morning, 3 a.m. to 6. They'd always have these infomercials. And they were the most random bullshit in the world. And me and my brother, we basically, I don't know if you ever watched the Booty Dubs, but they would basically kind of do their own voiceovers and make fun of whatever the product was. So me and my brother, we would just do that shit too. Like this was way before that shit. So we're just kind of like talking over it. And something that just always threw me off, man, and I was utterly convinced as a kid, is that if it was on TV, it had to be $19.99 plus tax.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Every single thing we saw was 3 easy payments at $19.99, 4 easy payments at $19.99. I'm like, why does nobody charge more or less than that number?
Yeah. No, it was fucking weird. Man, I remember like some of the objects they would sell in there too, like those fucking like those lights, the tap lights. You know?
Oh yeah.
Like something about 3 o'clock in the morning makes you look at shit and go, I would buy that. Like I don't know what the fuck it is.
Crackheads and weirdos that are up, so it's like they're like, well, I can buy shit. I need that. But it's always 3 in the morning where it's like sometimes like my brother wake me up like, hey, the infomercials are on, and they go for like an hour trying to sell you this blender, and we're just like, well, this thing looks like garbage.
Yeah. I just remembered the worst one. Like if you were to fall asleep watching Comedy fucking Central, you wake up to fucking Girls Gone Wild. Time.
Yeah, dude.
All the goddamn time.
Yeah, I'm sorry, people. Hopefully, it says censored on it, so we're gonna be okay, right? So
you can't show it.
Oh, come on, man. It's just titties.
I mean, it's a commercial.
Show it.
What's up,
yeah,
guys?
let's show this boring white guy.
My name's Joe. I got a bunch of these hoes over here.
By the way, apparently, I think Trey or someone was telling me the story. This guy like stole all the money from that shit and just booked it.
Really?
Like one day, he just like it was apparently a huge fucking scheme that was illegal. So he just took the money and ran.
Dude, by the way, I'm gonna bring up something really quick. Like, because I mean, they're going on a plane doing all this other shit, but I have to show this. Hold on.
They went to not space, but they did like the weird like where you rise really high in the atmosphere and you drop really far down. So it's like 0G with this shit.
Let me see, because there's a part where he walks up over here. God damn it! Hurry up, video! I want to get flat. Come on. There's a fucking. He walk up to this bus, and it reminds me of another bus. That one right there. Does that not look like that Trump bus where he was like recorded saying like, "I'll grab her by the pussy"?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a bus, so. This is bus look like another bus? Then yes, Nick, you're right.
Yeah, dude, I don't know, but by the way, that's a boring ass version of that commercial. I thought it was gonna be some like censored titties.
I thought you were gonna say that was the bus from Next on MTV.
Oh,
by the way, that throws me the fuck off because every time I hear the term Next, I just keep thinking of the Nick Cage movie.
Oh god, I didn't even know that was a movie.
That movie sucked, but every time someone says, "Oh, you ever seen Next?" I'm like, "That." No. One time, Jet was like, "Hey, Alan, me and Nick are gonna watch Next. You want to join us?" I'm like, "That Nick Cage movie?"
Oh, fuck.
I legitimately had no idea what she was talking about.
But okay. By the way, I did move forward, and there's a lot of grabbing titties and everything. So yeah, we're not gonna play that video, guys.
Yeah, another thing about that is like, apparently that dude also slept with 17-year-olds because they had of course, because they had fake IDs and stuff like that. So there actually might be some of those girls on those tapes that are like 17 years old.
Dude, all those girls up to 21, they still look young. Like that's the thing.
Well, actually, not like probably even younger than 17, like between like 15 and 17 as well, because they had fake IDs.
Yeah, so this is my nana once had the TV on, and when I had to sleep over in her room, I woke up and it was an infomercial for sex toys. 12-year-old me learned a lot that night. All of my Christian Nana's room. I finally found the remote and turned on George Lopez. And by the way, that still wouldn't have been as good because there was an intro for George Lopez. I think it was season 1, and I am not joking. And I know it's gonna sound weird. Please don't clip this. Get
ready, people.
But there was a part. Like I now know how it sounds to fuck George Lopez because he was jumping on a trampoline. Yeah, he was jumping on a trampoline and he's going. He's just fucking floating, and then all of a sudden, like his wife comes in, she's like, and this fucking
mom does way too hard to that fucking theme song because I didn't hear no moaning in that.
Dude, it's literally season 1. George Lopez, please, people, look this shit up. It's not the Lowrider song, and it's the same video intro. Like it's the exact same intro you guys saw with Lowrider, but this one is straight up like a sexual. Like he's just moaning, and the fucking background is like boom boom. Bum bum. He's like, bum bum. Like it's like a fucking porno song. Like it has a bass line of porno. It's fucking crazy, dude. And after I jerked off like twice, I felt it was weird. It's fucking ridiculous. I'm gonna find this goddamn thing because I know you guys don't believe me. I'm telling you, it's real. It fucking exists.
I'm looking it up right now because this don't sound right.
Watch. I actually have it on my computer too. So if you guys don't find it here, I will definitely send this to you like after the show.
On your computer?
God damn, see, I looked it up over here, too, and it's not here. God damn it. I'm telling you, this exists, people. This is a Little Rider song.
I think you just made it up, dude.
I'm telling you, I swear to God, I will show you. I'll go on Cast, and I will show you this shit. It's fucking ridiculous.
Well, you said it was like in the early seasons, or someone basically just made a fan-made thing of it.
I feel like maybe they didn't get the rights to use Laura, because the person, whoever put this up or whatever, maybe they got the DVD version, because this looks high definition as fuck. But, like, I'm telling you, there's a version where that song's not playing. It's fucking crazy. God damn it, Alan. You son of a bitch.
Literally, I have to go quiet so I can clip it.
Yeah. I had to go quiet so I can jerk off. But no.
Oh, but apparently you know what it sounds for that dude to fuck, so have fun with those memories.
God, I really want to find this fucking thing. Oh, well. You know what I'm going to do? I'll turn this into a highlight video, and I will share this shit with the original fucking intro, because I have all those episodes on my computer. But not for any reason. Shut up, you fucking asshole.
I thought you hated that show.
My mom loves it. I had to download for her and put it on the fucking...
Oh, okay. Because I'm like, why do you have the entire fucking catalog if you hate the show?
Okay, so I went through a thing. You probably did this too, because you're a huge like hoarder. Speaking of hoarders, earlier, Alan's a digital hoarder. Like he has like how many fucking gigabytes of Steam games? Like you're fucking crazy.
Look, man. I didn't expect to be attacked today.
But me, I have a show hoarding issue. I have so many shows, like the entire fucking season discography. Same thing with music and movies. I have every single like 1960s, 70s, 80s, 90s movies, and I watched like maybe 10% of them. I just wanted to have them so in case something happens.
I just have no space.
Well, that's why I mean, Jet see my room. I have like a
you
bunch
can buy.
of
You can always buy more hard drives.
Exactly. Yeah. I have technically downloaded my computer before I was working with Corey. I had every single Double Toasted show. Like, before I was working with him. So, I have an obsessive fucking issue here, guys. But anyways, we're going to get the fuck out of here, guys. I know we've been talking for a long time. I'm pretty sure, like, Ganja, Roxy, and Jared are just like, okay, y'all having too much fun. It's fucking late. But, really quick, just happy birthday, Ganja. I don't know if you're still there, dude. But, hopefully, you know, I didn't spend too much of your day talking in here, shooting the shit with you, man.
I'm just vibing, listening to your conversation. You know, I can't really add too much to it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, he's like, I don't really listen to Mexicans have orgasms in the middle of shows.
I mean, I try my best just to focus on the one in my life.
Aw, that's a beautiful way to end off.
Yeah, because that didn't really specify anything.
That's true. So it was me or Rox? Because you might, and be careful, because you might offend me.
You're even running.
All right. Ryan, I don't know what the fuck that is. I'm not gonna get in trouble, so no.
Oh, before we head out, Blazer wants to know if you watched Blood In, Blood Out. I feel like you did.
I did. It's one of my favorite movies, honestly. It's a very, very good movie. But I will say though, people talk a lot about that movie like it's the best fucking thing ever. I say it's very, very good, best Mexican movie ever. But yeah, can you please get some more Mexican movies though, so we don't always go back to Blood In, Blood Out? I really want that.
You got Coco.
Yeah, we got Tax Collector. Hey, the right, Roxy.
We just stopped. We don't have enough movies as Mexicans, and I'm sick and tired of people mentioning like The Bone Collector. What the fuck was that one movie called? With Shia LaBeouf doing brown face?
Oh, Tax Collector, yeah.
Tax Collector. What the
was
fuck?
Was that any good?
No.
It's not.
Damn it.
It's fucking terrible. His accent keeps dropping throughout the movie.
Let me tell you something. Hey, I'm gonna go over here, bro.
Is David Ayer just a bad director? Can we just like kind of go with that?
And Bright was a good movie. Will Smith and some gangster aliens.
That's
badass.
Well, you hated it.
No.
Oh, don't, Jet. Look, you were talking shit before we watched the movie. You're like, oh, we're gonna watch Bright.
You
what
were
the fuck?
talking shit during the review of the movie. You said I'm pretty sure you didn't like.
Dude, listen, like, hey, we gotta get going.
No. I absolutely remember this because you're talking shit about how all the.
I can't remember what I said.
I can remember. You're talking shit about all the orcs were dressing up as a Mexican and black gang members for some fucking reason.
And that's cool because you know
you hated it.
Yeah.
What was the point of this conversation again?
I don't know.
David Ayer is a bad director.
I want Mexicans in movies and not the aliens from Bright. Not to say they're illegal or anything. You know, they don't really discuss that. But I'm just saying.
Bright fucking sucked.
It was all right. Bright was all right. You heard it here. Hashtag Bright was all right. God damn it, Cedric. What?
You're only doing that hashtag because you rhymed it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, You know why? I mean, like, the fact that you noticed that and how well it went together, it's like you kind of agree with me. You would have done the exact same
No,
thing.
I was waiting for one of y'all to come up with a pun. I figured it was Cedric, but I guess you beat him.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, I beat everybody. Like, I beat my meat. Anyways, guys, we're getting the fuck out of here. Thank you. See, Blazian's already writing in the thing there. Man, this is success. So we're going to get the fuck out of here. Ryan saying Nick's just talking. Fuck you, Ryan. Alan, why don't you talk, though, now, and tell them where to find you in Ganja while you guys don't fuck up as much as I do.
Alrighty then. So if you want to follow us anywhere else other than whatever the fuck Bright is, and Bright is not all right, check us out on the Metropolis Collective. If you add any one of us on Facebook, you'll see the notifications. You'll see any one of the notifications for the many shows that we have. The conversation
I fucking swear to God, dude,
just aired. I will talk over all of you.
So that's the enemy showing this fucking page for the fucking show.
What happened?
No, just a fucking dummy. I'm not, man. God damn it.
Fuck it, just join the Metropolis. You know the Illuminati. I don't care anymore. Fuck this shit.
I was literally embarrassed. I didn't do nothing wrong.
I don't even know what happened.
She showed an ass on the fucking thing. Guys, you will not expect that. They're from
Didn't I send you, like, I got some weird product on my fucking Facebook. I was just like, oh, it's an ass pillow. Let me go ahead and send this to Diaz, because it's like, look at their advertising. I guess the big purple Barney ass is just like...
You just try to get us kicked off Twitch, huh?
Well, he figured if the Girls Gone Wild didn't pull it off, he's going to do it himself.
Oh, anyways, guys, next time I'll definitely pay attention more.
I don't believe you.
God damn. Fucking Jed, you asshole!
I didn't do that. You didn't say beforehand.
You couldn't have just, minimized that before you showed your screen?
It was a surprise, apparently.
Look, you owe Anthony an apology for that one time he showed porn.
That's a big old
We don't
ass.
talk about that, Pat.